You're now watching two old farts making noises.
What? Why I can't hear anything? Oh dear. Woohoo!
There you go. See, I want to be cool
See?
like you. There we
Hello,
go.
guys.
Hey, look
I
at
was
this.
wondering, like, why
Hey.
could I not hear anything on my phone? And well, I still do not know, but that's okay.
That was the intro. Oh, we're taking off our sunglasses now? Okay, because I'm wearing mine inside. That's how cool I am. It's just so
Well,
we're
Oh,
clear.
you're so
I
cool. You're
I
like
can
Mr. We
either
call you
take them
Mr.
on or put
Ice.
them back. I don't know if you can realize, but so this is my favorite spot in Manchester, Vermont.
Ooh,
This is the table in a corner of a beautiful store/restaurant called Depot 62 that has
okay.
the most exquisite Turkish food. And the one particularity that I love about this place is that I don't know if you can see, but it has tinted glass that is yellow. So no
Okay.
matter when you come here, it is always sunny.
Wow, like in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Well, no, that sounds too lame. It's always sunny like Bunny M, the song. Come on, man. You want to be
No,
cool? Put your
there's a
glasses.
there's a television show called Sunny in Philadelphia. Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Danny
Oh, there
DeVito.
is? Well,
Yeah.
then I'm illiterate with
The only thing
American
I know
stuff.
about Philadelphia is cheese, but
Mm.
cheese
I know
spread
they
called
have a
Philadelphia.
bell. They got the cheese spread, they got the steaks, and they got a bell apparently. It's a famous bell. I read it in a book.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to pump out
Is
famous
that,
stuff
is that the
in
bell
North
that's
America. A
cracked?
bell,
Is that right?
cheeseburgers, and cheese whiz is not enough. We need to
That's the
spruce
bell
that
that's
up.
cracked.
Speaking of sprucing up, I have those beautiful wings. So the store, the way that it's set up,
Yes.
it has those rugs that he designs and
Well, we don't
has.
know who
Well,
he
he'll
is.
tell you more about those
Right,
rugs.
but the fans don't know who he is. So who is he?
So he is the owner of Depot 62 and one of the most amazing designer of rugs. So
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know in the city ABC Carpet. around
Sure,
Union
everybody
Square.
knows ABC Carpet.
So I
Yeah.
used to spend all the free time that I had over there between the 6 floors and then just imagine everything that I would want to buy for, well, my place was way too tiny back then. But I always end up around $50,000 of things that I wanted to have in my cart. But
Okay.
I will always end up upstairs and just dream through all the colors of those beautiful, beautiful rugs. And then, 15 years later, moving upstate, imagine my surprise driving around, finding this little spot that is a little bit off the main drag, which was who told us to come here? Oh yes, I remember. We were shopping for, was it lingerie or fruits? Either or. But the lady
Oh my
told us,
God.
Oh, well,
go
it's
there.
important that you make a choice there, I think.
I think so. Yes.
But we came here
Yeah.
and we completely fell in love. The person who owns this place,
Right.
wonderful Alp. I don't know his last name yet, but he will be in with us soon. But so he opened this place probably long before I moved up here, and he has basically a space where all his rugs, I mean not all, but a lot of his rugs are displayed. A lot of
Okay.
artists, like this artist, let me see. Does he have a name? Well, Engelman Running. I don't know the artist, but he has so much beautiful art, so many beautiful things. I'm gonna walk you through in a
Okay.
little bit just to show you all the wonders that this place offers.
Cool.
So what do you say?
We like it.
Yeah,
we-
so let's meet him. Let's
Shall
meet
we
him.
Yeah,
spread our
let's-
wings
should we-
and go over there? All right,
Yep,
I'm
sure.
taking with me, by the way, you know who?
Oh my
And
God,
maybe
the
my
book.
well, I don't need my glasses, but yeah, off we go. Let me
Off we
take
go.
you off. Hello.
Super.
Hello,
There we
people.
go.
Upside down. How
There you go.
can I do doobie? Can I show?
You
Can
can
I
show whatever
switch
you'd
my
like.
camera for the other
Remember,
side? Yes.
No,
Hold
you
on.
can't.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
Remember,
yes. Hold on. I know
remember,
how to
it's
do
a
it.
kid's show. So
It's
Yeah.
a kids show. Yes. Back
Yeah.
camera.
So
there you
Hold on.
go. Look
All
at.
right.
Oh my goodness, how
Ooh.
beautiful is that?
So here is the store/restaurant where that cute little sheep, she's guarding my hat. Isn't she
I like
cute?
that. Very cute.
Hello, people. And he makes all those beautiful, amazing, delicious clay dishes in a brick oven right here.
Nice.
And then he has this
Okay.
big table for all of you who want to come upstairs and have a party. And look at the detail. Look at those beautiful hairy chairs for the hairy French. We love it.
Well, the French are
We love
very
it.
hairy, so
All right, and he will
We still don't
continue.
know. We still don't know who he
Well,
Who
he's
he is.
coming.
Noosh,
He's
so-
coming. He's coming.
He's
Be
coming. Okay,
patient.
right.
Come
Oh,
on.
my doctor's got a lot of patience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going slow for all of you to get tickled. And tickled by your
Tickled, I-
beauty.
I was tickled once. She was lovely. So
Oh man.
Yeah.
Just
Tickle
once.
pink.
That's sad. Look at this
Yeah.
cool lamb though.
wow, that is beautiful. Don't show that to
Right?
my wife because that'll end up here.
Well, I don't know if you do want to. There's many zeros there, but you should get it. It's been here for a while.
Okay. Oh, I
You
like
should.
that. I like the
So this
steer.
is another
That's very
Turkish
cool.
artist that we have in the
No,
area.
wait, go back. You see that steer that's black? When the show ends, I need to know how much that is.
Okay.
What's it got written?
that makes me
Isn't
smile.
it- Hasn't that got the
Well-
logo for Caterpillar on the side of it?
It does.
Well, let me see if I
Well,
can find a caterpillar for
it
you.
probably got run over by a caterpillar. So that's perfect.
Okay, right. Well, it must
All
be the
right,
big
so little
Caterpillar.
by little, my dears,
This
we
is
are
very
getting
pretty.
into. I don't know if you
Oh, oh.
noticed.
The
There's
rugs.
more and more rugs
Persian.
happening here.
Do they still call them Persian, or what are they called now?
Yeah, they,
Well,
they called
I don't know. I'm
they're
not
called
the
in Europe.
specialist.
In Europe, they called them still call them Persian
Okay.
rugs.
Well, we'll ask. We're going
Well.
to ask Al when he comes on. I must know. These are beautiful. Wow.
Super cool.
Yeah, very cool.
And who's here?
There's Mr. Al. So wait, we're gonna put. Wait, we can put the what?
All right, let's put
There we
him
go.
on 2 cameras, please.
Al is on 2 cameras and he's drinking a beer. I like him already.
Exactly.
So
now
anybody can
we
drink a
have
beer
two
at 10
people.
o'clock in the morning is my guy.
Right. It's an
All right.
herbal tea.
It is a noble
Close
tea.
enough. Close
Oh wait,
enough.
am I too
All right, let's
close?
do it.
I might be too close.
No, you're fine. I put Al on mute. So when you
Oh, you
speak
put
to
who
Al,
on
he's going
mute?
to
Me?
speak in your phone. No, Al. So you speak
Oh.
to Al when you're sitting next to him. And you can lower Al's phone.
Should I just shut off my phone?
I just lowered my sound. You tell me what to do. This is the first time we do that.
Al can lower his sound and it'll be perfect.
Yeah,
As
but
long
then
as one of
we
you-
can hear you, you Einstein. Yeah, you do.
There you go. Now there's no
Well, look,
reverb. You guys are
I'm
great.
over half a century old, so my hearing.
Well, you come to the right show, that's for sure, because we're all struggling with age.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
We're good. Noosh, we're good.
okay, we're good. All right, so I'm gonna be. So here's this wonderful. What is your last name, Alp?
Wow. Basdogan.
Basdogan. Oh, it's so much nicer
If
than
that is such a Jewish from Brooklyn name, that's a Jewish Brooklyn name. I got it. We're good.
That's right.
a little bit. A Jewish purple name. Interesting.
Brooklyn, Jewish Brooklyn name.
Weirdo.
Okay, thank you.
So Alp, tell us a little bit about how you got into the business of making those amazing rugs that we're surrounded by that we will show everybody in a little bit.
Wow. Our family is a 3-generation in rug business back in Turkey, but they were buying and selling, and came to this country in 1980. Went to school in Michigan, and I didn't like rugs at the beginning of my childhood because they used to send me this dusty villages and stay with weavers
No.
to learn the business, right? But then my friends were sailing and diving and at the beach side.
Hmm.
Out of 3 months, 1 month, it was like mandatory in the family.
Wow.
Uh,
How many generations of rug makers do you have?
It's 3 generations.
3 generations.
So, but when I came to this country, I go like, wait a minute, I got something really good. They're taking classes at the college, art and history and this, that. I'm like, well, I have really interesting background, so why don't I bring that up? And then I moved to New York City.
Hmm. Good move.
And open up a little tiny bitty 2nd floor, 62nd and Lexington Avenue showroom. Super broke.
Hmm.
Inside, no shower, taking a shower on top of the toilet bowl in cold.
Old school.
water.
With a little tea boiler.
Yeah, and then get up like 2 a.m. in the morning, mid 80s, and walk in the Madison Avenue, Fifth Avenue, looking at those windows. Damn, how can they sell a pocketbook for $10,000?
Hmm.
And here I have a super cool museum quality rug
Hmm.
worth nothing, but
Yeah.
the people don't understand what it is.
So how do you make that transition?
Well, then I discovered Soho. Then I was doing flea market in Soho, not flea market, like market, outdoor markets. Soho was coming up back then. It's all art galleries,
Hmm.
and looking at the art gallery openings and going there and schmoozing around, and then
And which years
I
was that?
discovered my way,
Of doing it.
twisting my uh, knowing all the nuts and the fibers, colors, influence from Soho, and then I come up with my own collection of rugs.
Wow.
So I separate myself from the rug industry,
Hmm.
which is a very tough industry, by the way.
Hmm.
Um,
Do you remember?
that was my success.
Hmm.
So distinctly different rugs from anybody else.
Do you remember the first design that you made?
Yes, it was influence from um, Ottoman design.
Yeah.
I just made it really big and changed super funky colors.
Hmm.
Old became new.
Nice.
So I always have pieces. I first look at the soul
Hmm.
of this design, and then how would I put a texture on it, and then a depth
Mm.
and new spirit on
Mm.
it. So
That's beautiful.
That's how I revolve the designs and the texture.
Mm.
But it all comes back from that knowledge and childhood knowledge.
Mm. See, those hours you didn't want to do.
Yes.
So for all of you kids out there, listen to your parents.
Like Aunt Fatima is putting the nuts this way, Aisha is doing that way. Why are they doing that way? Oh, because that design express differently. It's the nuts, the threads, the size of the nuts, thickness of the threads, the color, the natural dyes colors. It does give the soul. So it becomes alive, right? And that becomes timeless. So the design, like nowadays, a lot of rugs are making this designers comes up, oh, I'm gonna do a rug collection. She has absolutely no idea
why and what.
well, no idea about the construction of the rugs, right? But the manufacturers, the Chinese and India and this and that, oh yeah, this is great, it's pretty. They say it's pretty.
It's pretty.
It's not exotic. It's pretty. It's not timeless. It's pretty. It's trendy. So that design, gray on gray, white, ivory on gray.
Yeah, it expires.
Yeah.
Very quickly because it doesn't have the soul.
2 years later, that.
Doesn't
So
have
you
the
guys
soul.
were talking about colors.
Yes.
The colors of the name. Da 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 da.
Yes. So
one of my fascination when I was child. So our wool truck comes to supply because our wool comes to the weavers and the designs, and they weave.
Where does your wool come from?
It's Turkish wool.
Turkish cute goats.
We outsource that, and then we use the neck and the belly.
Oh, that's the softest.
It's the softest, and then we spin the wool by hand. We create uneven surface in order to make uneven texture and the surface on the rug. Nice. So it has a beautiful texture, right?
Because just like a little quick note, everything that is even is boring to the mind. It makes you bored very quickly. The unevenness of things, especially in art, is the thing that keeps tickling your soul forever.
That's right. So when the truck comes, the weaver, the truck guy asks, "Hey, Auntie Fatima, what do you need? What color you need?" She goes, "Give me sky,
Oh
give me
wow.
earth, give me heaven."
Oh my goodness. I want to see heaven color.
So the heaven is green.
Really interesting.
Yeah, heaven is green.
Heaven is green.
Sky is obviously blue.
Yeah.
Earth is browns. All the camels and stuff, right? Camel colors, khaki colors. Right? But it was so interesting. So that is probably goes back 5,000 years.
Wow.
Because description of the color.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know
give me
who named it red. Why red? Right? The blue, blue. But they, the nomadic life was saying sky.
Yeah.
Blood is the red.
Well, you know, for that's a great segue for us. So all of you guys, you remember this.
And there was, I heard something Persian versus Turkish.
Oh yes, yes, please.
So in the old days, Oriental rugs comes from Orient, right? It was Turkey rugs. So the first rug ever woven was Turkish, and it's found in Siberia because the Turks comes from Altai Mountains.
That's so cool.
Right?
In my old country.
So they find it in ice, and then it still exists.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a Turkish now. So
that's so cool.
So
where is it now?
It's in Russia and in the museum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know in which one?
Hasidic rug.
Hasidic rug.
I used to know what museum, but it's called Hasidic rug.
Fascinating.
The scene is the hunting and the animals and.
Wow.
That's what if you Google it, Hasidic rug. You'll see it.
We'll make sure to look it up.
And it's in incredible condition. But the story of Oriental rug, Persian rug, Turkish rug was Turkish rug was the indication of richness in the house. Now you know what you drive, right? Mercedes, Rolls Royce. This. So back then, no cars. Your horse, your woman.
Yes. Your horse, your woman, and your rug.
And the gun.
Oh, and the gun.
And the sword, whatever. But it's the rug.
But it's the rug. That's a lot of culture.
It was trade Turkey rugs. But Turkey rugs is individually made by artisans. Later on, Persians made more commercially, export more. So it becomes Persian rugs. Persian rugs means anything handmade, actually. It's right, Nettie. It's really not Iranian rug, but they make. Do you have Persian rugs? I said, no. But what are they? Well, they're Turkish. Oh, that's what I meant. I'm like, I meant handmade rugs. Okay.
They don't see the difference.
Yes.
It's quite a big difference.
Yes. The Turkish rugs is more tribal look, more bolder, and more abstract. Persian rugs are more detailed, more organized by the designer. So designer designs, and the weaver makes that. But the Turkish rugs is really the villagers and the nomads would make it.
By the way, for all of you who don't know out there, to make one rug, it takes what, 6 months?
It depends on the size, the not quality, but 4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months.
But
for
that's
one
material ready.
Material ready.
Think about shearing
that
the
cute
animal,
little goat,
spinning the wool, dye the wool.
Naturally,
right?
Naturally. All of your dyes are natural.
Right. Daisy flower, walnut shell, walnut skin.
Wow.
Indigo, madder root, mixing of other colors, create other undyed wool from the black sheep, brown sheep. And you mix those, great. I have a collection of. I'll show you that.
Yeah, we'll take a look after.
How you make it. Yeah.
That's good. That's really amazing.
And then
it's like 3D poetry. Everything that you've been saying right now, it's like poetry in fabric and art in fabric. It's all combined together in this wonderful medium. It's history, it's art, it's music, it's emotions, it's poetry. My goodness,
Well, the
it's
rugs
beautiful.
are like I obviously I collect rugs, the old rugs and stuff. I can look at a rug, I can tell emotions in the rug, right?
I remember I
Or
showed you this one
tensions.
rug that I wanted to get from
Or the
a Chinese
tensions.
rug, and yeah, you
No.
told me that was a cheap rug. You could tell right away, and I was like, "What do you mean cheap? It's hundreds of dollars." And you're like, And then I looked at the ingredients of the rug. You're right; it was pure plastic.
Well, like you can see that she starts to weave nice straight, and then it gets like bows, like tighter,
Mm,
right? So you see the tension.
mm,
She's pounding more. She's angry
mm.
the whole week,
Wow.
and then she loses. Like she opens up
Mm.
and regular, or in the end it goes like.
That would be interesting, actually, to pound a rug, but with emotions. You like that has all the emotions. Imagine how wonderful that would be. You start all the edges with anger,
Yeah.
and then you go intentionally, like you put yourself into meditation
I
to
mean,
be in
there's-
one emotion.
yeah,
So you have all, like, from the edges to the center of the
Yeah.
rug.
Yeah.
You have all the emotions, and the center has all the love.
You can also, we can also see the, I can tell you the environment where she comes from because of the colors.
Mm,
The color indicates the vegetation where she gets the color.
I see. That's
So,
so cool.
you know, that's another, like from Eastern Turkey, a town called Kars.
Hmm.
They don't have much, it's rugged,
Hmm.
but they have beautiful, absolutely beautiful, um, this brown sheeps,
Mm.
burgundy, like not burgundy, like we call more sheep, more. It, it's like a deep brown, almost black brown,
Hmm.
and they made rugs out of those colors.
Mm. Do you have this color here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll take
we'll
take a
look at
look.
those.
All right.
We'll look at those, and
How about we pick a little color for you guys? You know our favorite, well, one of our favorite books, The Secret Life of Colors. So, all right, I'm gonna put my phone down
my
for a
color
second.
is orange, so I don't know.
Orange.
Yeah.
So we have a few. Let me see. I think we might have a few
You know,
different
my
oranges.
windows are amber.
Ooh, there you go. You can do an amber. I went with a girl named Amber once.
There is
so
actually
it's
amber.
very
Do
cool.
you want to do
There you go.
amber?
Yeah,
Amber it is.
All right. So you see
Amber is actually.
it used to be done, yeah, by the sky, the blood, and all of this. But then this book explains you how colors became a thing.
Okay, I'm curious
So let's
about
see.
amber then.
All right. Amber, can you hear me well, boys
We
out
can
there?
hear you well.
All right. In June 1941, now that's gonna start well.
Okay,
Hitler's Germany
1941. Okay,
and
the Nazis are
Stalin's
here.
Soviet Union had been grimly making peace for 2 years. War, though, was coming. Operation Barbarossa, the Nazi invasion, began on June 22nd when around 3 million German soldiers poured into Soviet territory. As ever, the invading army was keen to seize valuable treasures as it went, always. One of the things that the Nazis were keenest to find was holed up in the palace of Tsarskoye Selo, the Russians having plastered over it. No, having plastered over it with the wallpaper in a desperate attempt to prevent it from being looted. This was the Amber Room, also known as the Eighth Wonder of the World. The room was, properly speaking, a series of intricately carved panels and mosaics made of glowing honeyed amber, studded with semi-precious stones and bagged by gold leaf. It had been designed by a German, the 17th century Baroque sculptor, Andreas Schlüter, and made in 1701 by a Danish craftsman, Gottfried Wolfram.
Pardon.
It's okay. In 1716, Frederick I of Prussia gave the room to Peter the Great in celebration of the alliance between Prussia and Russia against Sweden. The panels, carefully packed into
I think we lost the Noosh in them.
Yeah, I think
Hold on.
Alp was.
We'll unmute him. There you go. Keep going. You're good.
It's about Russians. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
All right. So the panels, carefully packed into 18 large boxes, were promptly shipped from Frederick I's seat of the Charlottenburg Palace in Berlin to St. Petersburg. They were moved again 40 years later, just a few miles south of Tsarskoye Selo, where they were reconfigured and expanded to fit a new, larger space. The panels now, measuring over 180 square feet, weighing around 6 tons, and costing, it has been estimated, 142 million in today's money, became the pride of Russia's Tsarina Elizabeth used the Ember Room as a meditation space. My goodness. Alexander II used it as a backdrop for his trophies. Of course, you boys. In 1941, however, wallpaper proved insufficient cover for such a famous treasure, and the Ember Room was packed up in a bare 36 hours and shipped to Königsberg. One of the few organic gemstones, true amber is extremely old. It is made of fossilized tree resin that once oozed from species of cedar, and other conifers long since extinct. Young amber, for example, not fully yet fully fossilized, is known as copal. That's what we burn, right? The copal.
Yep.
Are we still on? Because it looks like
Yep.
I'm not on. Are you?
I'm on.
We're on, my dear. You're on. You're on. We're all here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure. For many, amber conjures up the scene from the film Jurassic Park, where scientists extract DNA from an insect that has been trapped and preserved in a sticky drop of resin. Insects' occlusions in amber aren't all that rare, probably because amber is a wonderful natural preservative. For example, also, the ancient Egyptians, noticing this quality, used it in their embalming rituals. In 2012, researchers discovered a spider entombed in the act of attacking its prey, a miniature dramatic tableau that has remained frozen at the moment of crisis for 100 million years. Is that magical? How that works is crazy.
Yeah.
Earlier the same year, scientists photographed the oldest parasitic mite ever discovered, trapped in an amber droplet from northern Italy 230 million years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And preserved.
Crazy. Amber is the most commonly found around the Baltic, where vast forests of conifers once grew. It still washes up on beaches there after storms. Elsewhere, though, amber is rare and consequently treasured. It can be set on fire and used to scent the air with an aroma like burning pine wood. And its clarity and colors, most often pale as honey to smoldering amber, but occasionally black, red, and even blue, I didn't know that, have made it valuable for jewelry and decoration. The Etruscans and Romans loved it, despite the belief of one Roman historian that amber, which is called lincurius, was made from dried lynx urine. Pieces of amber. Well, you always have a bad seeded blade or something bad. Or not true. Pieces of amber, intricately carved to resemble the heads of rams, monkeys, or bees, have been found at many ancient burial sites. A dark horn that was sculpted in the 1st century AD to resemble the head of Medusa is now part of the G. Paul Getty collection. Oh my goodness, can you imagine Medusa and amber? We need to go take a look at that one. Whoever's in New York. The six called the gemstone electron, associating it with light from the sun. This is the origin of the English words electric and electron. In a famous myth, Phaeton, the bastard son of Helios, god of the sun, borrows the chariot of his father and uses to pull the sun across the sky, and desperate to prove himself, sets off to do his father's duty for a single day. Phaeton, young, vain, rash, and ambitious, like almost every young man that I know, fatally lacks his father's strength and horsemanship. The horses sense his weakness and begin to plunge closer and closer to the earth, scorching it, laying waste to fertile land. Seeing the plumes of black smoke, Zeus strikes down Phaeton with a thunderbolt, and Helios resumes control. Less well known is the fate of Phaeton's sister, the Iliads, whose grief over the death of their brothers is so fierce that they are turned into poplar trees, their cascading tears transfigured into droplets of golden amber. God, I love the Greeks. Some believe that amber, like opal, brings bad luck, and the ultimate fate of the amber room remains fittingly murky. The trail goes cold in 1943, when panels were still installed in Königsberg. A year later, the city was bombed by Allied troops, and the museum where the room had been held was decimated. Some believe that the panels were moved before the bombing. Optimists, like me, argue the room is still hidden somewhere in the city. In a book published in 2004, Adrian Levy and Kathy Scott Clark claimed that it was the Red Army itself that wrecked the treasured Russian artwork. Very probable. Either through ill discipline or ignorance, and that the Soviets hushed the matter up out of shame. In the late 70s, the Russians began working on the reconstruction. 25 years and 11 millions later, the replica now can be seen at the restored Catherine Palace in St. Petersburg, freezing history in place. So this is the story of Amber.
Oh, and I thought she was just married to Johnny Depp. Oh, what do I know? So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we have an amber lamp downstairs, and which we were very lucky to pick up. We found one at a thrift store for very $10 or something. A complete globe covered in amber. It gives off this wonderful warm light. So
well, how about we
Yeah.
show you amber colors in the rugs? Shall we?
yeah,
yeah, take us on a tour.
Let's flip. Do you
Oh,
want?
let me put the lights
Oh, yeah.
on.
Why don't you put
put
the
me
lights
in the
on?
cave here.
Yes, that's right. We're in the cave of wonders.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Dalpi Baba.
But the amber rugs are here. Why don't you come over here? Look,
Yeah, check out the amber rug.
look.
Ooh. Can you
Look at us.
can you flip your phone? Can
Oh,
you flip your image? Yeah, so this we can show.
How do I do that?
You do edit blah blah. Let me see. Not remove. Alp. Edit names. Edit audio. How can we do this here? Blah 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 blah. I am becoming very tech savvy. Pop pop. Look at that.
Oh,
All right. Hold on. Let me just. And then we go back. Yes.
nice.
Wow. Look at those beauties.
So these are from Eastern Turkey, like really rough mountains and stuff. That's why you see the personality. It's like bigger, thicker nuts on them. Like,
I love the texture.
you got it? Yeah, because it's like you spin the wall, not too tight, and it opens up like beautiful, like flower. You know,
It is like a little sprout.
and then the nuts in the back. You see,
Ah.
you have weft. In order to make a rug, is warp, weft, and not in between, right? But you see, these are weft and these are the nuts. So it gives space, so that way the nut relaxes and it becomes like floppy.
The nut relaxes. I love this. This is so pretty.
So that gives you the personality. Look at the cross on top. Like
yeah.
that's a like Byzantine Roman cross.
Yeah, I was going to say. So tell us, what do you use to dye those?
Well, these are not my collection. These are vintage pieces that I collected. Now we're selling them, right? It's like in this particular area, it's called Herki, and that's all they did. This is their art.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then the designs are look hands on hips. All these designs, you see it in their environment. So they walk around, they see the designs with the Roman columns and the old buildings, Assyrians, Babylonians. Yeah.
Look at those. Those are twin fishes. This is
You know, and then they come home and then they weave that design, but it stays in the family. So these designs are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Well, thousands.
Amazing. Let's go look at your designs.
Okay.
Yes?
All right. Well, I have to put the lights on.
Let's go put
Look, I'm gonna go in my boiler room. All right. Click, 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 click. We have it? We have it. Okay.
And he said, let there be light.
Oh, well, wait a minute. We're getting ready for the trade show because I'm a wholesaler wholesaler also. Let's take this thing out so I can wait. I'm coming with a. Oh man.
Look at this, guys. Look all of this beauty.
Natural.
How do you like this, David and Steven? Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's very cool. I like these. I like the Persian rugs and the Turkish rugs.
Yeah. So we're
So,
just
yes,
trying
it's
to work,
beautiful.
just trying to ascertain what sort of money you'd have to pay for them, Noosh.
Okay, so wait, let's do it this way.
Okay.
Okay, see, this is one of my latest designs, but these colors are all undyed wool from black, brown, gray sheep, guys. There is no, it's color of sheep, let's say. Yeah.
All right.
All right, and then here's another one. The reds are from madder root. Ivory is obviously undyed, and the blacks.
Nice. Wow, look at this. Look at
Yeah,
this.
so this is a different technique. This is a sumac technique.
Oh my God, I use
You
sumac
see, look at that.
Sumac. Is that sumac too?
No,
No.
that's a madder root. It's a different.
More fishes.
These are little modern stuff.
Sticks and stones. Sticks on it.
But these are all my stuff now, right?
Yes.
Influence from the old pieces. Then these are the old designs, but then I made it new colors, made it open it up more. Usually they are tighter design, but I made it bolder.
I need a bigger home.
Here are some like abstract stuff, right? So if you notice this weave,
yes, it has little polka dots.
influencing from Herky rugs that we just saw. You see, but it's new.
Yes, very cool.
So I took that technique, apply into new collection, which is this and that.
It's very cool. This is very nice.
Another one like that. Old Sumerian design. Here is undyed wool from brown sheep.
Is that that soft sheep you were talking about?
Yeah, you see?
Yes, that's super soft. Oh my goodness. Super nice. Super nice. This is a great green. What kind of green is this?
So this is, first you dye it with jehra leaves, which is apricot tree leaves. It's a little buds. It gives a very acidic yellow, and then we dip into the indigo, and it turns into this.
Oh, it's like a magic trick.
Yeah, it's a recipe. It's a recipe.
Cooking.
Mm-hmm.
We're cooking rugs today, my friend. Oh, there's spring. Spring is blooming.
Yes. So this is a Turkish retro design.
Retro spring. This more diplomatic. All right, on to the next. What is my favorite blue? It's coming up soon. Oh.
That's a flat weave. It's called kilim. That's about 15th century designs that I got an influence. This is an African kind of layer. Undyed wool again, brown, black sheep.
How big are those?
These are 9 by 12s.
9 by 12.
It's great for living room, dining room. bedroom, queen size bedroom.
Yeah. This is very large. You have small ones. Oh, that's a cool design. I love when you see, like it's
Yeah, little
and then
outlines, clouds.
clouds. So nice. I love myself a good cloud. Oh, you know what cloud I love is the Cloud collection from Restoration Hardware. One of your rugs in that cloud. Delicioso.
Okay, so that's the embers that from Herky.
Ah.
So same colored dye lots that I studied and applied in the new rugs.
Very nice. I don't know why those rugs are making me hungry. Everything beautiful makes me hungry.
Well, we have a
We have
a restaurant, so we'll have you eat.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty.
It's fun. It's so fun.
This
It's
is very
pinks.
fun. Very fun.
Design on design.
Design on
And color makes the design.
Yeah.
You see, these are colors, but then it becomes a design.
Oh, this is super cool.
So this symbolizes actually wedding. You see the earrings, old earrings, and evil eyes keeps the evil spirit away. Yeah, it has all this.
That's very nice. I love that
Cool,
you put significance. I remember you had one rug that is coming up where it's music. Right?
Yeah, musical notes. We're coming there. Yeah. So this is an indigo.
Oh my goodness, I love those ones. Wow. Look at this beauty. You want to swim in it. Right? Yum, yum, yum. More pink.
Yeah.
So remind me how you do the pink?
Pink is chemical.
Pink is chemical.
Well, this one. Then we have pink from red madder root. When you dye the red and then leftover water, you re-dye it again, it becomes pink.
I see.
Like a salmon pink.
Oh, remember those salmon lakes of happiness? Yes. Very good.
So these are musical notes. You see,
yeah,
musical notes.
Very nice.
It's Turkish retros.
Turkish retro, but yeah, just like the emotion rug that I told you about, that we start with anger, we finish with love in the middle. Wouldn't that be so cool to actually have a rug where we write music that I make, and then the people that go to your house, they come and they jam to the song that they see on the rug.
That's right. Look at that.
I love that plan.
And then look at this guy. This is my favorite.
Why? Tell us why.
It's just the geometry is so beautiful. Notes and abstract and the color bronze. This I started with this color, the green, so crispy, so beautiful. Then I turned into that.
I mean, it is very unique, I have to say.
And the stars.
And the stars, yes. I just noticed the stars. I didn't see the stars.
Melody.
My darling.
Here's another one. And then you can see the musical notes.
Yes.
And two different coloration. Same design, but two different colors.
I see something fluffy arriving.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yes?
Yeah, sure. These are all musical notes also.
Musical notes. Oh,
You see?
musical notes.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
And
Oh, here's one of my favorite ones. Look at this, guys. Isn't that so sweet? It's like if you had this in my living room, where I do have already a wonderful rug that I call my continent. You could swim in this all day. Ooh, old school. I like that. My mom would love this.
yeah, these are all ancient designs, but I made it modern way, right? Here are your bedroom rugs.
This is a beautiful bedroom one. Wow, super nice. All right, let's end on this one.
Yeah.
Because we still have a couple of things to go through with all those colors.
Well, this is a shag rugs I made.
Can you see the thickness? Oops, almost lost the foam. Look how. Let's see. See, it's super hairy. It's super nice. You see, so those will be my favorite ones because I love the thickness. I got this rug years ago from whom? I don't remember. Maybe Design Within Reach, and it's hand woven, and it's, can you see my hand? It's literally like this, the thing.
Yeah.
So it's very, very thick. I love that. That's why I probably call him my continent, because he comes out of the ground.
It's beautiful, like in the bedroom. But here I want to show you something that I did. All these grandma rugs now worth nothing, right? So I take them. They are here. This one.
Oh, this one? No, I always loved those ones like that.
Yeah. So we wire brush them.
Yeah.
Like old red Oriental rug.
Mm-hmm.
We strip the color and then we re-dye it, so old becomes new and modern.
That's good. You give them a second life.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, on that sweetness, let's see. Let's flip the cameras. Settings, camera. Oh, hello, we're back. And let's do that for you too.
How do I do mine?
More settings. Camera, back camera, front camera.
Okay.
And
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah.
And we are live from Depot 62 in Manchester, Vermont. Just for people that want to go there.
Let's go to the other side.
Okay.
Where I was sitting. And we're going to do our little interview, my friends. Are you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
The first interview on Noosh Bits ever. This is a live first premiere. From live from Manchester.
Well, go to the flame.
I like the way they cut it in and out. It's very nice.
Well, look, this is where we cook. You didn't show them.
This is the
Is
food.
the fire on? I don't know. The fire is not on yet.
Ah,
It's too early. Okay, we'll do the lunch.
okay. You can't throw little kids there then. There's no fire.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Okay. So, let's
Where do I sit?
you sit here.
All right.
You are
So we have.
the guest
Okay.
of honor. And I'm gonna just have a few questions so these are questions that I usually send to my clients as a questionnaire to get to know them a little bit better, and then I will draw 3 different projects and they'll pick one and they'll make it. But I've been just doing it randomly for people because it's so much fun. So we will start, my dear. First 5 words that comes to your mind to describe yourself. Don't overthink it.
Wait, go ahead again.
First 5 words that comes to your mind to describe yourself.
Oh my God. Given, spreading love, colors, designs, and abstract.
Love it. All right, favorite time of the day. It can be an hour or a general time of the day.
Oh, in the morning.
In the morning.
Uh-huh.
When the sun
For
rises.
sure.
Everything.
Yep. Totally.
Favorite type of metal.
Actually, especially in New York City, 5 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning.
In New York City.
Istanbul
why?
also.
I mean, Istanbul, I'll take it, but New York City, why?
Yes, it's so
Oh,
beautiful.
it smells like trash everywhere.
Yes, that's it.
You boys are weird. All right, favorite type of metal.
Silver.
Silver. What makes you smile?
When I see people happy.
No. Favorite colors of colors.
Amber.
Amber. Favorite hobbies.
That's a tough one.
Besides
I have
cooking.
few of them.
That's okay. You can say the view.
Well, cooking, obviously.
We'll give you 3.
Sailing.
I did not know that about you.
And diving, scuba diving.
I did not know that about you either.
Well, I
love
grew up
diving.
on the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah. If you don't
I
know
ended up in Vermont. Went to school in
Oh,
Michigan. I
Lord.
promised myself I'll be never, ever, ever be cold ever again. And I end up in Vermont.
Wow.
Well, in New York City too. Just a cold place.
We might need to organize a little scuba diving situation here. I don't know what to do if you people have
Not
ideas,
here.
bring
Not
it
here.
on.
It's ugly.
Quirky things you enjoy.
Ooh. That's a tough one.
All right, we might come back to it.
Yeah.
Favorite artists or artists?
In which way? The painting or the
yeah, like
music
art,
or
art.
oh,
A lot of
art.
music coming up.
Van Gogh.
Vanguard.
Mhm.
Beautiful colors.
Mhm.
Favorite type of music? See, that's the next one.
Jazz, abstract jazz.
Abstract jazz.
Yeah.
Like you mean the new one? That
No,
makes
no,
sense?
no.
Abstract jazz. I'll have to look that up then.
Yeah.
Things you admire.
History.
History.
All the history.
Mm.
Well, not the
bad stuff.
not
the
the
good
Nazi
stuff.
one.
No, obviously.
The Romans.
If all 4 elements were in front of you, which one would you gravitate to? None. I guess it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I've never answered actually those questions myself. It would be depending on the day. Your favorite animal?
My favorite animal?
Meow. Meow, chicken, meow, meow.
I have few, but
You can say a few. Oh, actually, hold on. For the animals, I have a good one. So say the first 3 animals that come to your mind.
tiger,
Mm-hmm.
eagle,
Mm-hmm.
whale.
All right. So the first one is how you see yourself. The second one is how people see you. And the third one is actually who you really are. So yes, you're a big whale of awesomeness.
Seriously, oh my god.
That's a good one. All right.
All right.
Favorite season? That's a tough one.
Oh.
I shouldn't be asking that, people. It's good to go through this questionnaire myself. How can you have? I mean, some people. I guess the people that move to Miami, they love summer. God, so horrible.
Right. No, well, yeah, like Miami in summer dreadful. Summer here in Vermont is beautiful.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
So it depends on where we are.
Yeah.
Favorite plant or flower? It's too hard to. I'm a gardener. It's impossible. All right. Favorite movie?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Godfather.
You know, now. Well, go to the
Not
Manchester,
really.
right?
Yeah.
Well, now I understand why people actually, all you clients of mine out there, I understand why now it takes you a while to answer to me because. All right, now the cute ones. How do you feel about storms?
I love storms.
Love storms.
Yes.
Lemons or oranges?
Oranges.
Breathe in or breathe out?
Breathe in.
Blink in or blink out?
Blink in.
Cold, hot, warm, or Luke?
Cold.
Holding hands or intertwined fingers?
Holding hands.
What kind of fabric you fancy? Well, that's too hard for you. I mean, well, all of them. Now or later?
Now.
Strong shadows or ombre? And for the people that don't know what ombre is a stripe or pattern with gradual shading of blending from one color to another, from the French ombre.
Ombre.
All right. Well, that's the first for us, guys. How did you like that? The Noosh Bits questionnaire. Anybody else there? Are you still alive?
Yes,
Yeah,
we liked it. It was very cool. I answered all those questions. I answered.
Oh my god!
Like those guys from
coffee.
abroad, they're like milking us with some crazy imagination.
We answered all those questions. You just couldn't hear us. So.
Did you answer any of the questions? I'd love to.
I did. Oh, sure. We answered all of them. Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna end. So I know that I already read this for you in another episode, but I want to go back to our wonderful Bible of truths and errors. And
oh my God!
I read to you the symbolic of numbers, but since we were talking earlier about the shapes and what they mean to Alp,
right.
I'm gonna start this wonderful bit of him, and then you will end up with the shapes. So the adventure of the consciousness follows the symbolic of numbers, which were created 3,000 years ago by Indians. Stephen, hold yourself.
Those Indians, right?
I know. Please bear with me. The curve indicates love, the cross, the challenge, and the horizontal line indicates attachment. So let's look at their drawings. Number 1, the mineral. 1 pure vertical line. No attachment, no love, no struggle. The mineral doesn't have any consciousness. He's only here, the first state of matter. Number 2, the vegetal, horizontal line that then has on top of it a curve of love. The vegetal is attached to the earth by its horizontal bars, symbolizing its roots that cannot let him move. He loves the sky and shows his leaves and his flowers to get the light from above. Number 3, the animal, true curves. The animal loves the grounds and loves the sky, but is neither attached to one. He is pure emotion, desire and fear. Both curves are also the both mouths, the one that kisses and the ones that bites. Number 4, the first cross, the human. He is at the crossroads between 3, the animal, and then 5. The 4 is the moment of struggle. Either he evolves into a sage in the number 5, or he comes back to the animal state that is the 3. Number 5, the conscious human. He is the opposite of the 2. He is attached to the sky by his horizontal line above, and then loves the earth with his lower curvation. He is a sage. He transcended his animal nature. He took distance from the events surrounding him and doesn't react of instinctive emotional manner. He conquered his fears and his desires. He loves his planet and the people around him while observing it from afar. Number 6, the angel. Pure love line, the lit soul that is released from the duties of being reborn in flesh. She is out of the cycle of reincarnation, and now she is pure spirit that doesn't feel pain or elementary needs. So with that pure curve of love, a pure spiral that comes from the heart, the middle, that goes down to the earth to help humans, and then go back to the skies to get to the next dimension. And then the 7 is what? God, or at least the pupil God. The angel, by becoming higher and higher with his vibration, will touch the dimension above, which, just like the 5, has a line on top that is attached to the sky. But instead of having a line of long line. So it acts on the world below it. The 7 again is as a cross, as the 4 in reverse. So it is another challenge or a crossroad. It needs to become something or succeed somewhere to continue to elevate himself into what then 8 is eternity, and then 9 is the angel in reverse, and then we're back to the cosmic egg. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So now you tell me
Wow.
what they represent for you.
Not all of them.
Not all of them,
Just
but some of them.
Like the 3, the curve, right,
Mm-hmm.
is mother and the baby
Mm-hmm.
in the womb, right?
I see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it symbolizes life.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is straight up, so stand up and dignity,
Mm-hmm.
and straightforward person to be.
Everybody should have a strong line, right, guys over there?
I have
What
a
else?
strong
Yeah.
line.
You do?
I don't. It's
Mm.
2 now.
Mm. Well, do
Noosh,
you boys have questions?
yeah,
More than-
before we leave you today, Noosh, all your fans are going to have something in French before we go. You know that.
Yes, a little parlez-vous français, mon
Oh,
ami.
parlez-vous français? Who?
Yeah.
Alp, do you speak any French?
Not really. I mean,
Not
we
really.
have tons of French words in Turkish and stuff. A little bit of that.
Oh, you know what? I'll read something just for you. You just talked about the 3 that is the mothers and the babies. So I'll be reading
But
about
before you do that, just so everybody knows that below, down here, which you guys can't see, we'll have all of Depot 62's information, their website, how to get a hold of them if you see something you want. I've looked at their website; it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you
So
did.
he will get. So there you go. And remember,
Yeah,
I need
it's
to know how
gonna
much
be
the
hard for me to
yellow
bring
cow, the yellow cow is.
better guests than him.
Yeah, well, we
I'm
have
always starting
yellow
very
cow.
high.
Remember, we need
So
the yellow
what? So
cow.
you asked me about the French because you want me to read a little piece of French.
Yes, but
Yes,
I need to know.
Noosh,
Wait, the yellow Noosh, the yellow cow, the yellow steer hanging on the wall. How much is that?
Oh,
How much
that
is that?
one.
He wants it.
Is that for you personally?
Of course, it's
right?
for me. I think it's. I'll just freak everybody out. I want to hang it right there.
Well,
Well,
gentlemen, maybe we should discuss that off the show. So, but
Yeah,
Fine,
maybe.
be that way.
So-
Well,
so-
French.
Yeah.
it is tagged. It's a big one. I hope. I know it's quite a big. It's like 3 feet
Oh, I have 10% left.
long, and
We'll go
it's
take a
tagged.
look.
It's tagged like 1,200, but that's a friend.
You'll tell Noosh off the air, and she'll relay it to me.
Yeah.
And
And
if
I'll
we
bring
like
it
it,
to
we'll
New
go
York
from
City.
there.
You know that I'm going there the 19th, so
I
I
know.
might just
Yeah.
bring it to you. Oh.
All right. All
All
right.
right. So yeah,
Okay.
let me go
French.
back to the number 3, the womb and the mother. So I'll read something about fetus. Le fœtus. Avant de naître, c'est comme si le fœtus récapitulait tous les épisodes précédents de l'expérience de la vie sur Terre. Au début, il est semblable à un petit être unicellulaire, une sorte de paramécie. Puis, il devient poisson, avec toutes les caractéristiques du poisson, y compris une respiration de type branchie. Puis, il devient reptile. Et puis enfin, mammifère. Comme si on résumait les épisodes précédents avant de passer au suivant. Les couches mêmes du cerveau sont les traces de ce récapitulatif des niveaux du vivant. Le cerveau le plus ancien est similaire à celui des reptiles. Puis vient celui des mammifères. Puis celui des humains. Ils forment comme 3 casques que le fœtus empilerait sur ses cellules d'origine.
Oh,
I said that eventually to you guys. I'll have to check the information first.
there you go. It's true. Whatever you said, I am.
Well,
Yes.
well.
Well.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Alp, you're the best. Thank you so much for coming on. My first Noosh Bits. You're my first bit.
I love it.
This
That's
was
great.
Thank you,
I
Al.
hope
Thank
guys
you.
had
Good
You
to
were
see you,
wonderful.
That was
Oh, you're
Wonderful.
welcome,
Wonderful.
guys. Hope to meet
All
you
right. So
personally
now we're
one
going to
day.
pay. We're playing the ending
cow.
credits. Yes, we love the cow. We'll talk
All
about the
right.
cow. Play the ending credits,
Oh,
David.
it's 11:11. Make a wish. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it is 11. Oh,
Yeah.
we're ending on 11:11, and we have an hour and 1 minute. Wow. Let's have little woohoo, flying wings, flying guys. Woohoo. Woohoo. Welcome to